So this month marks a very special day in gaming, the 20th anniversary of Halo 2. Okay, so I was debating on actually making a video about this, talking about this, because I saw some trailers out and I was like thinking, oh man, they are not just going to release the Halo 2 anniversary for the Halo 20th anniversary, because now the Halo 2 anniversary is like, what, 10 years old now? Like, don't get me wrong, I actually do not have a problem with that, but MCC's been around for a very long time. Actually, quite a long time now that I think about it, to the point where it's like, why would you release a game that we could already play? Like, nothing new would have changed, but that's not really the case. Just a lot of online credence, and all of it is, what can you really say bad about Halo 2? That game was the perfect sequel. I actually remember a very fond memory. My parents were out of town. I had a babysitter who knew that this game was coming out. And you know what they said? Hey, how about I rent it for you for the weekend so you can play it early? And me and my brother played through the entire campaign in like 5 hours, which was actually a milestone for us because the first Halo game, granted in mind that came out when we were like 5 or 6, took us quite a while to beat. Like getting to the next mission was quite a feat because we were so new to gaming. We didn't really know what we were really doing. So when we played Halo 2 to get through the campaign that quickly, let's just say I have very fond memories of my childhood indented into my cranium. But I was actually worried that they were just going to re-release the Halo 2 anniversary when we could already play it on like the MCC. Especially when they just hinted at a Halo 3 anniversary with the Unreal Engine that would look really cool, like a new makeover skin and all that redoing of the soundtrack and everything like that. Like, I love to make that final Halo 3 Warthog run in high-def graphics, 4K, all that stuff. So I was very ready to make like a rage or just a disappointment video. And you know what? I don't blame myself for having that preconceived notion because they always tend to make remakes or remasters that you can play on your gaming consoles again and again and again that really aren't that different from the original releases. Unless they just like unlock all the locked content on there from the get-go to give you a quote-unquote deluxe experience. But you know what I'm talking about. You get these gaming companies that get in and they re-release the same game like every 2 years. Here's a remaster 2.0, or oh, we added this new set of armor. And I don't really think it's enough to play the game again and again every 2 years or so. But there is one gem, and apparently, from what I understand, on Steam though, you can play the Halo 2 original E3 demo before the actual campaign came out, like way back in the day, where you can tell that it was the rough sketch to one of the campaign missions that was actually in the original release of the game. You know, the one where you get surrounded by elites at the end, and then Cortana says, bet you can't stick it. Master Chief says, you're on. And then it goes to Halo 2, a very epic release. Now, I remember being, a kid and seeing that trailer and thinking I can't wait to play that mission. And we didn't quite get that mission in the release, and I've always really wanted to play it. So for them to release this on Steam 20 years later, you could tell the game developers were probably putting some thought into this, where they're like, okay, we don't want to release a game that is already playable for 10 years for a 20th anniversary. Let's give them something that we know is going to hit the nostalgia button. And you know what? I don't even care that the E3 demo isn't remastered. I actually enjoy the fact that it's with the original graphics and everything like that. So for them to release this on Steam and just give it over to us and let us play it, I actually think that's pretty cool. I'm actually going to have to get onto Steam and try this out myself and see if all the rumors are correct. And if all the rumors are correct, this is probably the most well thought out thing that has been done for a game anniversary in a while. But I just had to say that I'm actually really surprised that they didn't go with a predictable route. They pulled out a gigantic surprise that was truly at its heart fan service, saying, hey, thank you for sticking with the Halo franchise for this long, even though it's clearly not what it used to be, and you can't really blame a franchise for staying that strong all the way around. All the great ones do. Assassin's Creed, Halo, etc. Eventually they fizzle away, and then they're just releasing games that are never going to hold up to the original glory of the gaming, of like the original games in that gaming field. But to the makers of Halo or whatever current Halo studio is in there now, I just want to say thank you very much. And looking back, Halo 2 was like probably the perfect game. Not a whole lot of extras, but what they did have really sold it. They introduced dual wielding, they introduced two protagonists, they introduced energy swords, they humanized the Covenant. Just overall an in-depth story in the campaign that expanded on the lore in ways that we never thought was possible, and it really set the bar for what modern storytelling is. So, it's just a good nostalgia thing, and what better way to go with that nostalgia than what they're releasing on Steam allegedly right now. So I'm actually going to go drop this right now. I'm going to go see and play this and see how it is. But yeah, no, I just thought I'd spread the word. I know this is all alleged. I think that this is still too good to be true, but I'm going to check on Steam and see if it's there. And you know what? If it is, then well played, Halo. This is probably the best power move from a very old franchise. And you know what? They just got points back from just kind of like the burnout we've been feeling for a while. But that's all I got to say. Peace out and happy 20th anniversary, Halo 2.